thoughts that changed everything. Once upon a time, in a quiet little town surrounded by green fields and dusty roads, there lived an old lady. She was very old. Her hair was silver like moonlight, and her face was covered in deep, gentle wrinkles, but her eyes were bright, full of kindness and calm. Everyone in the town loved her. She was always smiling, no matter how hard life got. She lived alone in a small house. Her husband had passed away many years ago, and she had no children, yet she never complained. Every morning she would sit under the tree, greet everyone who passed by, and offer them a smile that felt like sunshine on a cloudy day. The people in the town worked hard. Some were farmers, some were carpenters, some ran small shops or sold vegetables by the roadside. But life was not easy. Sometimes the rains didn't come, and the crops dried up. Sometimes people fell ill and couldn't earn a living. Worry and sadness were part of life. One day, a young woman named Lisa came to the old lady. She was crying, her face full of worry. "I don't know what to do," she said. "My husband went to the city to find work, but he hasn't sent any money back. My children are hungry, and I'm scared." The old lady looked at her gently. She smiled, patted the ground beside her, and said, "Sit down, my child. Tell me, what do you think will happen?" Lisa wiped her tears. "I don't know. I feel like something bad will happen. What if he can't find work? What if he forgets about us?" The old lady shook her head slowly. "When we think bad thoughts, we feel worse. But when we think good thoughts, we feel lighter. And sometimes, good things begin to happen." Lisa asked softly, "But how can I think good thoughts when everything around me feels bad?" The old lady smiled again. "Let me tell you a story. Once there was a poor man who had nothing, no money, no food, no family. He sat beside a river, crying. An old woman came to him and asked, "Why are you crying?" The man said, "I have nothing. How can I be happy?" The woman smiled and said, "You have the river, you have the trees, you have the sun. Look around you. There is beauty and life everywhere. If you think only about what you don't have, you will always be sad. But if you think about what you do have, you will find peace." The man listened. He stopped crying, and slowly he began to see the good things around him. From that day forward, his life began to change. The old lady looked into Lisa's eyes. "You see, my dear, the man's life didn't change because of magic. It changed because he changed his thinking. When we think positive, our heart becomes stronger, and we can face our problems with courage." Lisa thought quietly, "Will my thinking really change my life?" she asked. The old lady smiled. "Yes, if you wake up every morning and say, 'Today will be a good day.' You will find the strength to care for your children and wait for your husband with hope. But if you only think of what might go wrong, you will feel weak and afraid." Lisa nodded slowly. "I understand. I will try to think good thoughts." "That's the first step, my child," said the old lady. From that day on, Lisa remembered those words. Each morning she woke up and said, "Today will be a good day." She worked hard. She took care of her children. She prayed for her husband. Weeks passed. One day, a letter arrived. Her husband had found a job in the city, and he was sending money home. Lisa was overjoyed. She ran to the old lady's house to share the news. The old lady smiled gently. "You see, my dear," she said, "when we think positive, we invite good things into our life. Problems will always come, but a hopeful heart can overcome them." Soon the people heard about the old lady's words. More and more people came to her with their problems, and she gave them the same advice. Think good thoughts, and good will come. And little by little, the town changed, not because life became easier, but because their hearts became stronger. A hopeful mind is stronger than a fearful one. Positive thoughts don't erase problems, but they give us the strength to face them. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need a little hope today. Until next time, keep thinking good thoughts.